It is episode 73 of the Will Just Agree. Oh, well, I didn't tell you to take a sip.
To disagree.
Talking about me putting on lip gloss last time. Really? You're taking a whole sip knowing that we're about to start a podcast. I'm Beyonce Fox.
I was praying. Before we recorded this episode, I just wanted to pray because I felt in the spirit, I felt that prayer was needed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you?
Oh my gosh. I'm well, Ryan. How are you doing?
Blessed and highly favored.
Oh my gosh. That is like the canned Christian response. Blessed and highly favored.
No.
Oh my.
Beyonce, finish the sentence. I was glad when they said,
unto me, let us go into the house
of the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. And 2 and 3
are gathered in my name. There, so I will be in the midst.
There it is.
Yeah, we can go on and on for days.
For I know.
Wait a minute now.
No, this is my favorite one. For I know the.
What? Oh, I'm stumped.
For I know the plans.
Oh, that I have for you, plans to prosper. Yeah, okay. Got that one. That is what.
No weapon
formed against me shall prosper. It just won't work. What else?
If I had. Come on. If I had
10,000 tongues.
That's it.
Let's have church all day long. What? You can tell people who've been in church since they were like born.
This is the day
that the Lord has made. I shall
rejoice and be glad in it.
Yeah. What else you got?
Oh no, did we go through all of them?
We went through quite a few. Oh, there's lots more. But anyway, episode 73 already. Wow.
Wait, 73 or 74?
Oh, my fault. I think it's 74.
74. Beyonce, 74. Now, I posted this on our Instagram page. Guys, if you do not follow us, you can follow at We'll Just Agree to Disagree on Instagram. I posted a picture. Beyonce was in at Usher's concert in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
And I told them you would let us know, give us the full recap. I actually, backstory, guys, I have not asked you nothing about it. I wanted to wait till the podcast, till we recorded. Give me the full Usher experience. How was it?
I actually talked about it on my show, my radio show. So I feel like
you didn't give us the exclusive.
No, this is the exclusive right here. When I say 10s across the board,
really?
Yeah, and it's not just a show, it's his Las Vegas residency. So they give you a little bit more than just going to a concert. It's an experience when you go to these residencies. And I'm telling you, I look at Usher a whole different way now.
Really?
I already
knew. I was about to say, Usher already was up there for me as top performers.
Oh, yeah. He's way up there for me. Always has been, but honey, charismatic, sexy. I was just like, oh.
Hold on. You look at him at that way now. I thought we were talking about the artist.
Okay, let me get back to the artistry then. The artistry is so good, but honey, when he came out with that black suit on and that big jewelry and that do-rag, I was like, yes, Usher.
I was gonna ask you, why did he have a do-rag on? Was he Russian?
No.
It was not a look.
It is such a look. What are you talking about?
So if I wear a do-rag next week, I'm cool.
It depends.
I caught it. I caught the shade. Caught it.
But anyway, back to Usher. When I tell you this show was so bomb, and what I like about it most is we all know he's a great performer. That boy can dance. He can sing. He's got vocals. His vocals were so on point, Ryan. And you're like me. You like when the artist actually sounds like the record.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I had a record playing because
wow.
How close he was to the original sound of his record. Hits for days. There were all kinds of people in there of different nationalities, races, age groups. There was a woman in there. She had to be 80. It was so adorable. And he pointed her out. What else? he just appeals to so many different people. He's got the R&B. He's got the little hood Atlanta vibe going. They had a whole Magic City little segment where strippers were doing their things. I was like, okay, that's nice that he brought the Atlantic culture in there. You know what I mean? Because everybody knows Atlanta is known for Magic City and the whole strip culture and the strip life. So that was amazing. Just watching those girls, I was like, what? I didn't even know this was humanly possible. But and then roller skating, that was part of it too. He actually performed wearing roller skates.
That's crazy.
Around the stage. They had one of those stages that come out into the audience. And we were about 10, 12 rows back. So I felt like we were like right there.
You were where?
Like 10 to 12 rows
How
back.
How many?
Maybe 10, 8, 9 rows back. And it was like...
Y'all peeps.
I was just trying to tell you where the seating was so that you can have an idea of how close we were to the stage with him, like roller skating around and stuff. Anyway, so...
Wait, what was the one song that he did that when he did it, it just went up?
Let It Burn. Confessions. It was mostly Confessions album songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of his pop songs too. Yeah, some of his pop songs, because I said again, it was a mixed audience. There were people from all different backgrounds in there. So he was just, it was perfection. And there aren't a lot of performances that I call perfect, but I got to say, Usher came pretty close.
And I got to say, guys, for Beyonce to say that, I really do take this with full credibility because Beyonce goes to a lot of concerts, whether you're hosting them or just going. You go to a lot of shows. So for you to really say 10s across the boards. Yeah. You know, me and you will be real if we're watching a performance or at a concert, we'll be like, this one's a little stale or this ain't hitting. So right. Say it was 10s across the boards. I truly believe that.
It was amazing. And, you know, I think what really helped a lot is his longtime DJ Mars. Had a party before the show even began.
Oh, that's lit.
Already hyped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just crazy. He played everything. He went through different regions of the country. He was like, is Chicago in the house? And then he dropped some house music. And then he was like, is the Dirty South in here? And then we doing the wave. And it was just so amazing. So if you are going to Vegas anytime soon, or anybody who's watching and listening to this podcast, I urge you to get a ticket to go see this Las Vegas residency. And it's so good. It's been extended through 2023. That's pretty huge.
Beyonce, you gonna take me?
Sure.
Okay.
You ain't saying
can you get them row 10 or 11 seats again?
Now that might be tricky because I went on the company's dime, not my own. Okay. I don't pay for tickets to anything.
Okay, well, if you can just work that out, I'd love to go with you. Thank you.
Okay, sure. No problem. No problem. Okay, so what are we talking about on the podcast today?
Today we're going to cover, speaking of Usher, we've been talking about performing and performances. And we actually were going to do this topic before, but you guys know there's like big news or breaking news. We like to discuss that first. So perfect timing talking about Usher. Let's talk about Beyonce. Who are some of your top 5 performers or top 5 performances?
Okay, so and this is in no particular order. I just jotted down 5 of them, and I'm going to start with Fantasia, and I'm talking about. Are you kidding me right now? Stop it!
Yo, I'm not playing. You go.
Okay, Fantasia, and I'm gonna take it way back in the 2000s when Fantasia was a contestant on American Idol. When that girl sang Summertime, I have to tell you, that was the best performance I have probably seen in my entire life. Now, fast forward to now, and by the way, I'll see her in a couple days. I'm going to be hosting her concert. Fast forward to now, a couple years back, right before COVID, I saw her at the United Center. Now, we all know the United Center holds about 20,000 people. And that girl came out and did, who sings
Total Praise?
Total Praise. Is that Richard Smallwood?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, when I tell you, Ryan, I'm not even exaggerating. Everybody in the United Center had their hands up, praising the Lord. I don't care what religion you were that day. Your hands were up. 20,000 people in the United Center. That girl has an anointing voice, and her spirit when she sings her spirit. Woo!
That was Smallwood. I was just confirming for Total Praise.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
she was on mine. I mean, I told you this off mic. I will sit and watch Fantasia's videos on YouTube of her performing. And there's specifically a video, I kid you guys not, and you can DM it to me, or DM me if you want to see it, because I will send it to anybody who needs it. There's a video that went viral of Fantasia and her background singers singing It Was Necessary, and I can't think of the song exact title. And Fantasia let the spirit guide her, and she started ministering. And when I tell you, if I am going through a situation, I will listen to that song on repeat. And she's basically saying, whatever you're going through, it was necessary. But there's so many words that she ministers that you're just like, wow. But Fantasia, I've always loved. I love that she speaks on the reason why she does the church segment in her show is because she feels like God is telling her to reach to a people that may not come to see him. They're coming for the R&B, the love music, but she can meet them there. So she was on my list, definitely, easily, hands down. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. One of my favorite singers as well.
Like, can sing. Her range is crazy, and she goes to church. Put a run on you. It's over with.
And where's she from?
Oh, North Carolina.
All right, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna go. Mine are in no order either. Kirk Franklin.
Okay. Absolutely.
Kirk Franklin. Every show that I have seen him in, I've seen him numerous of times now. Every show, 10 out of 10. He's going to take you to church. You're going to cry. You're going to worship. You're going to laugh. You're going to turn up. You're going to party. 10 out of 10. It's always a great show. One thing about Kirk that we just saw in this last show, he's going to make sure you get every dime worth. He's not going to skip you out. He's not going to end it early. He's going to make sure you get every penny. Kirk Franklin on the list.
I'll give you that one too. Yeah, that's a good one. My next one would be the late, great Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Vocals matched. When I tell you that woman could stand in front of a microphone and just stand there and open her mouth. No theatrics, no extra, no choreography, not necessary, not needed. Her vocals, just a powerhouse. Rest in peace. One of my favorite artists ever. I love some Whitney Houston. You used to tease me. You just said it recently. When you first started working here, you would be in a studio next door and the separating my on-air studio and where you were in the production studio. And you were like, Beyonce, when I first met you, you would be in there. That was
like, what is she doing? Beyonce be in that studio as if you ever see somebody in a recording studio recording a song in the booth with their headphones. I'm like, yo, that's really Beyonce Fox over there. Wow, what is she doing?
Dude, I thought I was Whitney Houston.
Well, my next one is kind of like a group of people. Anybody whose church starts with Missionary Baptist blank. Anybody Missionary Baptist Church got a dope choir. First Baptist Missionary Baptist Choir, Second Baptist Missionary Choir. Anybody who got a missionary choir, because they gonna have the robes, the big flappy robes. They have the hand claps. They gonna have. Tell me you ain't been to a Missionary Baptist Choir concert.
They gonna have that tambourine too, right?
And the washboard. What you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'll give you that, dude.
Come on. I know often we be thinking about the celebs and go to a Missionary Baptist church, any of them.
It's on.
And you may be there for a while.
Yep. Because they do those old school hymns and stuff. You know, they're not too keen on all that contemporary.
No, it's going to be a hymn. It's going to be a shout. It's going to be a good sweat praise.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, you may not be that familiar with this one, but Barry Manilow. When I say one of my favorite artists ever. No comment on Barry Manilow? Okay. Barry Manilow.
Give us example.
He is just one of the best songwriters and performers and singers. The man has to be close to 80 years old, and he still, Ryan, sounds exactly like the record
Can you
80? He's almost 80 years old.
Can you sing one of his songs?
I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. He's written so many jingles for different sitcoms and such. He wrote, gosh, you may know another one of his songs. They're escaping me right now, but you've had to have heard of Barry Manilow.
I know Barry Manilow.
Okay.
I kid you not. I think my first introduction, did he appear on the Full House sitcom before? I know. That's my guy. That's my guy. What up, Barry? What up? I know Barry from Full House.
Yes, I will never miss a Barry Manilow concert. When he comes to Chicago, Beyonce Fox is right there, front and center. I will never miss one, ever.
Okay.
Even flown to Vegas to go to one of his shows, just like on a random Tuesday. Who's your next one?
John Legend. Just kidding. No.
It's the end of episode 74 of the We'll Just Agree to Disagree podcast, because I am so disagreeing with you right now. That is so disrespectful. We will never disrespect John Legend.
We're not disrespecting him, but I'm not putting him in my top 5 category.
Go on. Who's your next one?
You have him on yours?
What? Ain't about. What are you? No.
Top 5?
Top 5. Wow.
I
just got an attitude with you.
You really thought he was going to be on my list.
Who's your next one?
I got 2 more. I recently added him to this list after seeing him at Lolla and seeing the whole Chicago mouth word for word for his songs. J. Cole.
Okay, I give you that.
J. Cole's another one that does not have to have dancers. He didn't. Did not have to have a hype man. He barely did. Yeah. He was up there. Every song, I was like, oh, this is it. He's not going to top this. Dropped another one. It went even crazier. And when I tell you, we mouthed it word for word, and his energy was just like as if the song just had came out.
Yeah.
So I got to put him on there. Not that I've been asleep, but seeing him live reminded me again, like, yo, J. Cole go crazy.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's definitely a beast. That's a good one. Michael Jackson, of course, without saying, one of the greatest performers to ever live, period. May he rest in peace. Recently had a birthday. He would have been 64 years old. Anybody who can grab the attention of somebody on every single continent on the planet, absolutely, you definitely have made an indelible mark on our society, not just music, but period. Okay. So the great Michael Jackson, bam.
I'm going to take it for my last one. I'm going to take it back to church. I don't think this guy, he gets credit, but I don't think we put him in this type of conversation, but I think he deserves to be in it. Donald Lawrence.
Okay. I love Donald Lawrence.
Watching Donald Lawrence and what he can do with the choir.
Yes.
And how he can direct and how he can make sure that sound is perfect to a T. Beyonce, I know you can understand because we both grew up in the choir. We both grew up in the church. Mm-hmm. We understand Donald Lawrence. It's not going to give you, it's not a Beyonce, it's not an Usher. But if we're just talking about different types of performances, Donald Lawrence and what he can do with the choir or an orchestra, he has a gift.
That one. I'll give you that one. In addition to that, he is an impeccable dresser.
Yeah.
Every time I see the man, I'm like, dude, he's a. Okay, my final one is John Legend. Yep. John Legend is, again, an amazing songwriter. The fact that this man can just produce and write these songs on his own. And, I've seen him a million times in concert, a million times. When I first met him, when he came out in 2006, he brought a keyboard live to my radio show. And he was just amazing, off the cuff, just off the dome, just He's a great performer and one of my faves.
And I was kidding earlier, but let me say this. I was kidding. I definitely give John Legend his props. I'm not on the level of Beyonce, but I still say he is a great vocalist. I say that. I do think he can be a great performer. I say that.
Mhm.
Top five for me, no, because I still don't even think. I think there's a lot of other artists that I was trying to go in between. Do I put them in there? Do I not?
Oh yeah.
But do I think he's good? Yeah, of course. I will say this: if I took out the Missionary Baptist Choir, although I stand on that one, I would put Beyonce probably in that slot.
Okay.
I don't think performing wise, we have to give Beyonce credit when she creates a performance at a concert.
Absolutely, she does. And no diss to Beyonce whatsoever, but her performances are doable. You see what I'm saying? You're
They're
not gonna,
doable, but
they're
it's
doable.
something everyone can make a sauce which is doable, but it won't taste the same. Beyonce's performance is doable, but when it comes to Beyonce, the dances, the looks, the this, the that, no one, in my opinion, right now is kind of touching her. I would put Beyonce in the top five before John Legend.
Okay. And that is your opinion.
And this, guys, is why on episode 1, our podcast name was We'll Just Agree to This.
So agree. Okay. But yeah. So props to all these great performers, deceased and alive, who still give us great memories, and their legacies will forever live, and giving us great music, because music is the soundtrack to all of our lives. So I will put on some Barry Manilow and go to a whole nother stratosphere, man. So I just love creative genius musicians and artists. And yeah, that's my top five.
Well, Beyonce, before we go, I have good news. That pain that I had earlier this morning when we went
Yeah.
to the store, it's not there no more.
Did you Google it though?
No, I did not Google it per our last episode, nor
Okay.
did I went to the doctor. I called on King Jesus because something says, by his stripes, I am healed.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad that pain has gone away, but go ahead and monitor it though.
I
Real talk.
feel good though.
Monitor it. Real talk. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snap, TikTok, which I still haven't gone on yet, but I will one of these
Or
days.
follow me back.
Yeah, at Beyonce Fox, and follow us on Instagram at We'll Just Agree to Disagree.
Yes, and you guys can catch me out on Instagram everywhere at Ryan Media Lead. We'll be back next week, episode 75. We're really getting closer and closer to 100B. And I say this all the time, but we got to give flowers. I'm proud of us that we have really only taken off 1 week for Christmas. That's really, it's dope, B.
Yeah, it is. It's a good look. All right, man. We out of here.